Year-old man walking into my office right now, displaying a physical and mental vitality that would make any 30-year-old envious. He doesn't carry that weight on his shoulders. His stamina is endless throughout the day. And yes, everything works perfectly when the lights go out. His secret isn't some obscure magic pill. It isn't an expensive hormone replacement therapy. And it's definitely not just good genetics. What completely changed the game for him was a simple, yet biologically potent, adjustment he makes to his coffee every morning. Today, I'm going to reveal exactly what that ingredient is and how you can use science to hack your own vitality, reclaiming that energy you feared you'd lost forever. If you're like most of my patients, your current relationship with coffee is probably a dangerous roller coaster. You drink it to wake up, feel a quick peak, but soon after the engine starts to fail, leaving you anxious, shaky, or exhausted by mid-afternoon. It's easy to fall into the trap of blaming your age, believing that chronic fatigue and low libido are inevitable sentences of aging. But I'm here to tell you that's a lie. As a urologist and surgeon, I see daily how blood flow dictates everything from your mental clarity to your sexual performance. The problem isn't you, it's your chemistry. We're going to use vasodilation, which is biologically like opening new express lanes on a congested highway, to ensure that oxygen floods every cell in your body. I'm Dr. Rina Malik, and if there's one absolute truth I've learned treating thousands of men and women, it's that the health of your urological and sexual system is the canary in the coal mine of your overall vitality. If the blood isn't flowing at full strength down there, it's a warning sign that it's not irrigating your brain or heart as it should either. Before we dive into the exact list of ingredients that will revolutionize your morning routine, I need to understand your current starting point. How many cups of coffee do you feel you need to drink a day just to feel human and functional? Is it just one, or have you lost count by the third? Tell me in the comments. And if you're ready to master your physiology with real science and no taboos, subscribe to the channel now. Let's start with the secret ingredient that changed the game for that 70-year-old patient: non-alkalized cocoa powder. Forget sugary chocolate drinks. I'm talking about pure cocoa, loaded with flavonols. Biologically, these compounds are triggers for nitric oxide, the molecule that controls vasodilation throughout your system. Emotionally, the impact is profound. By mixing this with coffee, you eliminate the nervousness and anxiety of caffeine, replacing them with a calm and confident state of mind. Practically, this rejuvenates your endothelium. Think of it as the non-stick coating of your arteries, ensuring that oxygen-rich blood reaches your muscles without resistance during exercise, and your erectile tissues when you need peak performance. However, blood flow is only half the battle. We need to stabilize the fuel source to avoid meltdowns, and that brings us to our second booster: Ceylon cinnamon. Biologically, cinnamon acts as a powerful insulin sensitizer, preventing those sharp spikes in blood glucose that inflame your body and drain your vitality. Think of it as a strict traffic controller that regulates exactly how much sugar enters your cells, preventing chaotics. Metabolic congestion. Emotionally, it rescues you from that dreaded 2 o'clock slump, that moment of frustration and mental fog where your productivity plummets. Practically, adding just half a teaspoon means your energy curve remains flat and reliable all day, allowing you to get through your routine without relying on sugary snacks to stay awake. If you love the wakefulness of coffee but hate the jitters that come with it, the third element is non-negotiable: L-theanine. This is an amino acid, usually found in green tea, that works in perfect synergy with caffeine to modulate its impact on the central nervous system. While caffeine blocks adenosine receptors, which is basically like putting a lock on the door to sleep, L-theanine increases alpha brainwaves, associated with a state of alert relaxation. It's like installing high-performance shock absorbers on a race car. You maintain all the speed and engine power, but the ride becomes smooth and controlled, without dangerous jolts. Practically, this gives you laser focus for complex tasks, without the heart palpitations or background anxiety that often sabotage your inner peace. But be warned, all this energy will be useless if your body's piping is rusty, and this is where most people fail. The fourth vital element is turmeric, activated by a pinch of black pepper. Biologically, curcumin is a potent anti-inflammatory agent that combats oxidative stress, the main culprit that hardens your arteries and kills erectile function. It's like applying a high-tech lubricating oil to the gears of a classic engine. You prevent internal friction from wearing down essential parts. Emotionally, this frees you from that feeling of stiffness and heaviness in your joints that makes you feel 20 years older when you get out of bed. Practically, it keeps your blood vessels flexible and youthful, allowing blood to reach where it needs to be, without painful barriers. Finally, to ensure that this 70-year-old man has the stamina to last all day, we use Peruvian maca. This is not just a food. It's an adaptogen that acts directly on your endocrine system. Biologically, it modulates the HPA axis, the stress command center in your brain, balancing your hormones without the side effects of synthetic medications. Think of it as a smart thermostat for your vitality. It increases power when you need performance and calms the system when it's time to rest. Emotionally, it rekindles that spark of desire and motivation you feared you had lost. Practically, it means having a reserve tank of energy that never runs low. But beware. Mixing all this without the right proportions can create an unpalatable mess. You need the exact dosage for the synergy to work. Here's the concrete action plan, your Vitality Coffee recipe. Don't try to guess the quantities by eye. Precision in dosage is what separates an effective remedy from a failed experiment. Start with your standard cup of good quality black coffee. This is the essential delivery vehicle. Add a scant teaspoon of non-alkalized cocoa and just a quarter teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon. Stir vigorously while the coffee is still quite hot to ensure complete dissolution of the active compounds. This base creates what we call metabolic synergy, where each ingredient amplifies the effect of the other, creating a sustained release of clean energy, rather than a violent and temporary shock to your nervous system. Next, add a pinch of turmeric and black pepper. And if you feel your libido or physical stamina needs that extra boost, include half a teaspoon of Peruvian maca. The final secret to maximum absorption is fat. Since curcumin and certain crucial antioxidants are fat-soluble, you should add some whole milk, coconut oil, or quality butter. This dramatically increases bioavailability, which is basically ensuring that nutrients cross the intestinal barrier and enter the bloodstream, transforming a simple morning drink into a high-precision nutrient delivery system that protects your brain, reduces systemic inflammation, and revitalizes your sexual organs. I want you to understand something fundamental. That 70-year-old man with boundless energy is not an unattainable genetic anomaly. He is living proof that, when you provide the right fuel, the human body not only survives aging, it thrives through it. You are not broken, and your vitality is not just a distant memory. Your biological engine simply needs the right maintenance to roar back to full power. The feeling of physical irrelevance or the silent fear of failing in intimate moments disappears when you realize you have control over the levers of your own biology. Science proves that your cells are desperate to renew and perform. They are just waiting for you to open the floodgates of blood flow to nourish them again. Don't accept mediocrity and chronic fatigue as the new normal, just because you're past your 40s or 50s. Your best years don't have to be in the rearview mirror. With the right strategy, they might be waiting for your next cup of coffee. If you're ready to make this commitment to yourself and are going to try this recipe tomorrow morning, I want you to comment below with the phrase, supercharged coffee. I want to see who in our community is truly determined to prioritize their vitality and reject passive decline. I'm Dr. Rina Malik, and I'm here to guide you on this optimization journey. And believe me, your physical and mental transformation starts now.